Hello.
Good evening.
It's time. We've gotten to the top 8 of our 100 Winds of Exchange decks.
Yeah.
And we're going to play the first match
Yeah.
tonight. We'll play the first 2 matches tonight.
We were chatting a little bit about it. I think once you get to the top 8, you can actually take a little bit longer with each of the decks before we start playing them, just to kind of chat about them, how well they performed, and stuff like that. Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Zeravis. Good evening, Stormstrong. Good evening, Kelly.
First up, we got... Don't look at this QR code.
Pretend like you didn't see it.
I don't matter. Doesn't
it's
matter.
already registered.
Yeah.
So
we have Diligent Peacekeeper and Orion. This deck is just like hyper pipped up. We have this like rod that's got 3 amber pips on it. It has 22 total.
Yeah, I believe I counted, and it has 22 amber pips, which is quite a bit for Winds of Exchange, I'd say.
Yeah, it's just like, it's pretty juiced up.
Yeah. It's got a lot of card draw. It's got a Puzzling Trinket. So Puzzling Trinket allows you to amend your game plan, right? So
the
there's
Puzzling Trinket's it's like key, I think, to the victory in this deck.
Yeah, so like you don't want to walk into a rant and rive, suddenly you just turn your extra amber pips into something else, right? Now you don't have to worry about rant and rive in this matchup, but being able to adjust your game plan with Puzzling Trinket's always really nice. So
we've also got this Plunder that we saw win a game by ripping the
Halifax.
Ripping Halifax.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Halifax left, right?
No.
So this Plunder may have killed the last Halifax.
Because that was in a single elimination matchup, too.
Yeah,
so
that was.
That matchup could have gone the other direction very easily.
Yeah, very easily.
Very easily.
All right, and then I'll do a little bit of due diligence here. And here is Bena 7 of the Corporal stage. This deck is trucking around with 16 amber pips, so slightly less than the other one, but it's got 2 fresh marks. And as we saw in the last round, the fresh marks do generate quite a bit of amber for this deck. And it's got a lot of just removal in it. The double Echo Reflector I expect to play a pretty huge part in this.
Yeah, I think if you're going to win this matchup, you have to tax.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tax.
The combination of Ganymede Outpost and the 2 Grunt Works means that the Star Alliance does a very good job of getting to the cards that you want to see and then getting out of the way, right? The Explorer token surprisingly helps you with that strategy, because you can, Grunt Work, turn something into a token, Reap with an Explorer, discard something else, and now you're churning through the deck. Beta 7 is a really fast deck, and I think the thing about this Mars side, if you take like a 6-card Mars turn, something stupid has just happened, right?
Yeah, not that you can kaboom and basically reset all the Mars creatures you just played with the Rebel and stuff.
Right. You've got Memrox, right? So there might even be a situation where you kaboom a handful of Martians away, then play Memrox, then Rebel, then use Memrox, right?
Yeah.
And get like 3 or something off of it. There's a lot of interesting plays. So I'm excited to see how this matchup plays out.
It should be pretty bursty.
Yeah. We expect these games to be relatively quick, just based off of what we've seen.
Yeah. I think the game that went long the other night is because both decks are like stopping keys. Like that's the game plan, stopping keys, and like you can't.
They were both better at stopping keys than they were generating amber, right? Both decks would just like dig their heels in and then not budge.
There was some rant and rives and closed door negotiations and Tomodi the Dam is involved, but this decks don't have any of that stuff. So, all right, I will keep. What's up with the random? Okay.
This is a toughie. I think this is a mulligan. This is
yeah, dude. We'll see how long this game actually ends up lasting, Zeramis. Yeah, this is gonna be a short one. Checks the time of the VOD. Oh, there's only like 2 hours left in this video. What happened?
Yeah.
What the heck happened?
I'm gonna keep. This is a borderline. This is a borderline hand.
How's it going, bud?
Legendary.
I'm gonna play Puzzling Trinket.
Okay. I'm gonna say Mars. I'm gonna play Martian Revolution. I'm going to play Xanthix Harvester. I'll play Rebel. The Rebel will do a damage to the Xanthix Harvester, ready Xanthix Harvester, and Reap. So this was what I was debating tossing back, because I think the Rebel's got more applicable uses later on in the game.
I'm gonna say Brobnar. I will pound the rebel.
Dead.
I will Berserker Slam.
Also dead.
I will play Shockherder. I'll play Smith. Check with 6.
All right. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Might Club. I'm going to play Fresh Marks and do a damage to the Shockherder. I'm going to play Volca, and then I'm going to Berserker Slam the Shockherder. Keep you off the key there. And I will draw 4. Tell you to go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Equidon. I'll play Steward, and I'll Generous Offer.
Okay.
And your turn.
All right. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Secura Droid.
I'm going to delete that message before Nathan reads it.
Specialist Guthrak.
They're going to derail the stream.
I could tell that they are. I'm going to put an Echo Reflector onto Volca. And I will tell you to go ahead. I'll draw 3.
I'm going to say Equidon. Well, I mean Unfathomable. I don't know why I can't differentiate the two.
It's not like Untamed and Unfathomable. That was like
Maelstrom.
that one made sense, right?
Play Rod. Play Adult Swim. I'm done.
Okay, gonna say Mars here. I'm gonna play Mark II generator. We're gonna make a token. We're gonna play Mesmerist. We're gonna discard Kaboom. We're gonna play Mars Needs Amber. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. Tell you to go ahead.
I'll Forge. I'm gonna say Unfathomable. I'm gonna play Outpost. And Bubbles, put the Mesmerist back on top. I'll Rod the token. Your turn. Check us out.
Okay, I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Volca and Brick Nasty. I'm going to pound Bubbles. And then I'm going to Might Club Volca into Bubbles to go to 6. And I'll tell you to go ahead. I'll draw 3 and say check with 6.
I'll Forge. Okay. I'll say Brobnar. Play Pelf. Play Fire Spitter. Play Smith. I'm gonna do damage, and then gain 2 for the Smith. Your turn. You do Forge.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mars. I'm gonna play Mimrox the red. I'll do damage to Pelf. I'll play Mesmerist, and then I'll Mark II generate a token. Good Lord, dog! It's a car. It's a horn. It's a car horn. You heard those. You hear those dozens of times a day.
I'm gonna say
Dozens.
Unfathomable. I'll play Thundertoe and exhaust that and that.
Okay.
I'm going to Outpost, Hell, Fire Spitter, and exhaust those 2. I guess I could do that before playing Thundertoe. Yeah, I'll do that before I play Thundertoe. Did I draw a card for Thundertoe? No, I did not. I will play Watch Your Step, and I'll say Mars. No. Yeah, I'll say Mars.
Okay.
And then I will exhaust the Might Club. I will say check with 6.
Okay. I'm gonna say Star Alliance.
I get some mans. You want here? Here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Here?
I'm gonna Quintrino Warp. I'll play Secure Droid. They're all getting killed anyway. Oh, Quintrino, Warp, Brick Nasty, and Pelf. I'm gonna play Grunt Work. Ooh. Guess it has to be this. Make a token. And then Grunt Work. I guess it's this one. And then I'm going to Echo Reflector the Secure Droid. And it is your turn. Drop this chain, draw 4. Tell you go ahead.
Okay. I'll say Equidon. I'll Trading Frenzy. I will play Force Retirement. I'll do damage. I'll force the Secure Droid into retirement. I will discard these 3 creatures. I'll say check with 7.
All right. I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Fresh Marks. And Crim Torchtooth. And Vow of Blood. And Unguarded Camp. And draw 5. Say check with 7. Tell you to go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Brobnar. I'll Stratosmack this guy. Make a token. I will play Jarl's Vend, Rowdy Scald, Pingle, and I'm done.
Alright, so I'm gonna forge. What are the last 2 cards in my deck? Is an excellent, excellent question I need to ask. Okay. So scoop up and something I don't know. I guess I'm gonna say Star Alliance here. I'm gonna Rogue Operation. Corgier Scoop Up, so steal 2. I'm going to play Hapless Cadet. He's gonna take 1. And a Scout Chief Cordier, he's gonna take 1, and unfortunately I don't have any. Can't make any tokens here, and then I'm gonna reap twice. Go to 5. And it is your turn. I'm gonna shuffle and draw 3. I wish I could threaten there, because I feel like if I threaten there, then I get
options limited, right?
I get to dictate like the last course of the game there, right? Like I get to be for the first time in the game, I get to be the aggressor, right? But instead, I give you the option to threaten. So,
well, I don't think I'm going to be able to threaten, but I'm going to say Brobnar. I'll fight the Hapless Cadet.
Okay,
do that. I will fight Mesmerist.
The Memrox.
Oh, it's Memrox. Yes, I'll fight Memrox.
Okay.
Make a token. And play the Grand Gourd. Fight a token. How's all the damage over here?
It's from yesterday's game or whatever. Well, also you didn't have a creature stay on the table until last turn.
I will Grand Gord needs a draw card.
Okay.
Because I know what this card is.
Okay.
It's a fire spitter. I want to play it. It's not. I don't draw it. I'm done. Very important.
Okay. I guess I'm going to say Brobnar here. I am going to read with Krim. I am going to this gets those. I find okay, yeah. I'm gonna Vow of Blood. I need to get past the generous offer threshold. Guess you can out negotiate me, but I'm not stopping that. We're gonna Might Club Krim into the Grand Gord. And then Berserker Slam the Fire Spitter. And I will tell you check with 8, draw 2, and it's your turn.
Okay. Akadon. Steward. Generous offer.
Yeah.
Hire on. Make a token. It had a capture icon.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to say Mars. I'm going to play Mesmerist, Iron Captain. He captures 2. And then I'm going to Genetic Blast your tokens. And then we'll make a token. And it is your turn. Check with 7, draw 4.
Unfathomable. Play Guild Spine School. Play Toxicuta Venom, capture. Play Rust Miser, capture. Basin Outpost, exhaust. That. Rod, exhaust there. And I'm done.
Okay, gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna play Volca and break Nasty. Yeah, your tokens. Oh, you killed them.
Yep.
I'm going to Fresh Marks with a damage pip. I'll do the damage pip to Rust Miser. We'll kill Corgier. Sorry, Corgier. I'll put 3 on all the tokens there. I am going to Might Club Krim into that token. Put me to 11. Ooh,
yeah,
that comeback.
Yeah, I stalled out hard.
Yeah, well, you had 5 amber on unfathomable artifacts.
Yeah.
That you did not, that you don't get on the.
I don't get them back. Yeah,
you don't get them when you go back through the deck.
Oof. That deck I think has more like play. It has more like
that deck is just. I'm going to play my cards. I'm going to go as fast as possible. And I hope you can't catch.
To win, yeah.
And this deck is like, because once I got through the deck, I had like Amber Answer, Creature Answer, and multiple houses at each time, and I was like, okay, which one makes the most sense to play here, right? Like use this one now, force an answer now. So
I was staring at a grip of like bad unfathomable cards for a while. So
plus the thing about the unfathomable in that deck is it's heavily pipped.
Yeah,
but
doesn't do a lot.
I guess your plunder got tokened.
Yeah,
okay,
it did.
And does that deck have out negotiate?
It also got tokened.
Okay, yeah. So 2 of your best cards got turned into tokens too. So I'm not
sure that plunder would have really helped me. It's like there wasn't really a key card that I mean, obviously, it removes a card from hand. That's great.
So
Like
I
a
think
fresh marks or something.
I think it was Unguarded Camp that won the game.
It was.
Because you
Yeah, because I had no answer for that.
Because you also opted to just throw away all your creatures, and so at that point, and I had used Grunt Work to set up the Unguarded Camp. So the top card of the deck was Crim and Unguarded Camp, and then like a third card. It was like a Stratosmack, and I was like, well, I got to turn Stratosmack, right? Because I have to have a guaranteed creature to go with the Unguarded Camp. The incidental creatures that I made with this deck added up over a long period of time too. So, all right.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep.
Rod.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to Grunt Work. Uh-oh. I guess this. Those are all cards I want to see. And then I'll Rogue Operation for 2. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2. So you go ahead.
Brobnar. Stratosmack. Token. Rowdy Scald, Fire Spitter, Smith. The 4 Amber Smith. And then Shocker. Reap. Deck with 6. This deck can threaten on turn 2, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it does that very effectively. Okay, I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to Stratosmack the token. I'm going to play Volca. I'm going to play Crim Torchtooth, and I'll play Vow of Blood. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
A Forge. I'm going to fight Crim Torchtooth. I'm going to Berserker Slam Crim Torchtooth. I'm going to fight Volca. Play the Grand Lord. I might as well fight this Explorer too. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to say Mars. Mars needs Amber.
Oh, God.
And then Kaboom. And then play this Memrox. He's got to shoot himself. I'll say check with 6, drop a chain, draw 2.
Okay. Unfathomable. I'll plunder. Begin the plundering. Rebel? Yeah, we don't like that. I don't think we like that. I'm going to play Netcaster. I'll do a damage there, and Venom, and Exhaust. Your turn.
Alright, so I'll Forge. I'm going to have to apologize to Mr. Memrox here. I'm going to Berserker Slam the Netcaster. Lose 1. I'm going to pound my own Memrox. Sorry, guy. And then Vow of Blood.
Nope. Okay.
Which doesn't kill him, but
Yeah.
he's still around. I'll drop chain, draw 4. Tell you to go ahead.
Brobnar, pound.
Dead.
Jarlsven, Pelf. Your turn.
I want my removal back, please. Alright, guess I'm going to say Mars. I'm going to play Mark II Generator and a Mesmerist. I'm going to use the generator to make a token. And then I'll drop a chain and draw 2, and it's your turn.
It does feel like we're playing this game at 1.5 times speed, which is kind of funny.
Oh. Somebody's using the
speed up of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Unfathomable. I'm gonna Thunder Toe. I draw.
Both of my Echo Reflectors are counted for, if that factors into any of your calculations.
I'm gonna discard Maelstrom. I'm going to play Guiltspine School. I'll exhaust the MK2 generator, and I'm done.
Okay, you're gonna say Starlight's gonna play Ganymede Outpost, do damage to Pelf, play Secura Droid, play Scout Chief Courtier, and make a token. And it is your turn. I will draw 4 and tell you to go ahead.
Equidon. Puzzling Trinket. Generous Offer. Seal 2.
I'm sorry, my token didn't ready.
Play Higher On. Capture. Make a token. Archive. Play these 2 stewards, Stu Zanes. And this old Tinker. Draw. And this other steward, Stu Zane. I guess I'm done.
Okay, let's think through what my options are here. I think the game is slipping away at an alarming rate. Okay, so I think I have to say Star Alliance here. I'm gonna play Specialist Guthrak, gonna play Scout Chief Courtier and make a token. I'm going to use Ganymede Outpost and Archive. We're going to put this on the bottom and then Archive too. I guess these. Let's count. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. Yes, so it's the other one because I have slightly more cards of the other house available to me. Okay, archive those 2. Secura Droid is going to fight Pelf because he's kind of a dill hole, and then Scout Chief Courtier. I'm actually deathly worried of you. I'll kill that token. Okay, and it's your turn. I will draw 4. Tell you to go ahead.
Okay. Let's say Equidon.
You forge.
I forge. Okay, I'm gonna play Generous Offer and Steal 2. I'm going to play Out Negotiate, 1 Capture Draw. I gotta put a card on the bottom of your deck.
May I recommend a blank creature?
Yeah, I don't think you actually have one. Volca is the most blank in here, actually.
I believe Volca is the most blank, actually. I agree with you.
So Volca it is. Then I'm gonna reap with a steward. Play Force Retirement. I'll do damage to the Secure Droid. I'll force the Mesmerist into retirement. I guess I could have done that. Oh, and I drew that off the now negotiate, so that's how that goes. I'm going to
top 8 is best of 3. This is game 2.
Old Tinker. I'm going to discard Adult Swim and draw. Yeah, we did top 8, or we did best of 3 for all the top 16 too, and there were some really good matches there. Draw. Well, plays Forced Retirement that I drew back. I'll do a damage here. I will force the Steward to retire. I'm going to fight Guthrak. And Reap. I'm done.
Oh, right. I don't believe there's any configuration, because I don't have a way to draw cards. There's no configuration where I can stop here.
I got 10 Amber Pips in my hand right now.
I turned Hapless Cadet and both Echo Reflectors into
that's pretty rough.
Tokens, so...
Because like Echo Reflectors basically won the last game, right?
Yeah.
No,
Echo...
not directly, but it definitely stopped a lot of kills.
I used Rogue Operation on Unguarded Camp and Quintrino Flux.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of stuff that I needed to draw at specific times during that game. And this deck is actually pretty good at arranging that, but that I didn't have that draw. I didn't have that draw where I had that option. So,
like you said, the grunt work kind of forced you to just see the things that were going to happen.
Yeah.
You could have made the decision to not Rogue Operation, I guess.
Yeah, that's insane, I think, because that deck, you have the option to steal 4 or 5 Amber on every go through, right? Mm-hmm. And so and I stole 5 back, so that was like parity, right? Because I had 4, because I had 2 from the Rogue Operation and then 1 from the Mars Needs Amber, 2 from the Mars Needs Amber.
That's not the only Explorer in top 8 either.
Yeah,
because Myron Misha is a Explorer deck as well.
Yeah. Explorers.
That deck is...
That Star Alliance is probably better than this one. This Star Alliance is pretty good, but the Myron Star Alliance is crazy. It's the awesome Hings Gross Ganymede Outpost deck where you're basically playing Sensei's Divining Top and Legacy Magic circa 10 years ago. You're like Brainstorm, Crack Fetch, Sensei's Divining Top, Cast Gush, Sensei's Divining Top. I guess I'll go first. I think it matters. Oh, yeah, it matters. Ganymede Outpost, go. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, I'll play Jarl's Vend and Smith.
Sure.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I don't know if I can... We'll see. Your turn.
Okay, we're going to grunt work.
Okay.
Doing that in Commander today. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. We're going to turn this into a token. And then we're going to Rogue Operation. God, it's like when it's doing...
Grunt work, Rogue Operation is so good, right?
It feels so good.
It feels so good.
It feels so good. You know you're not drawing guard. I get a Ganymede Outpost. You know what this card is? Berserker Slam. Man, it'd suck if I didn't get to play that this game, huh? I guess I'll just put it on the bottom of the deck when I'll really need it most. Down it goes there. We're going to archive 2. Archive those, and then I'll play a Hapless Cadet. And it's your turn. I'll draw 5.
Okay, I'll say Equidon.
That you're looking for Amber Pips?
Yeah.
Trying to out-negotiate me.
Play Gemcoat Vendor. Play Generous Offer on the Gemcoat Vendor. Steal 2. Play Trading Frenzy. I'll hide these on Hapless Cadet here.
Did you take 3?
Did I take 3?
I think you took 3.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you took 3.
My bad.
I mean VAR in action over here.
Hold on. Before I play that, I need to play this out negotiate.
Okay. Put the grunt work on the bottom.
Play out negotiate, capture 1, draw 1, put the grunt work on the bottom, seal 1. Then play Trading Frenzy and put 3 on the cadet. Okay, I'm done.
All right, I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Might Club and Crim Torchtooth, and we're going to Fresh Marks the Cadet. Make you lose 3. We'll put 1 on Jarl there. And I'll draw 3. I'll tell you to go ahead.
Unfathomable. Thundertoe, Exhaust Crim. Draw. Netcaster damage, bubbles on top.
It's hard being Krim.
Watch your step for Brobnar. And I'm done.
I'll say Mars. You get your 2 tokens. I'm not excited about that. I'll play Mark II generator.
Where you want
them? Just off to the side there. I'm gonna play Xanthix Harvester and Mesmerist and Yixel the Iron Captain. He's gonna capture 2. And then we're gonna make a token. Sorry, Krim. And I will draw 4 and tell you to go ahead.
I'll say Brobnar. I'm gonna pound Mesmerist. I'm gonna fight the Harvester. Play Smith. For a bunch. Fight Mesmerist. Make a token. Fight Explorer. And done. Check with 9.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mars. I'm gonna reap with the Iron Captain. I am going to kaboom. Archive. Get 3 chains. I'm gonna make a token and then play Memrox. I'll do damage to the token. Memrox's health actually matters here because he's generating. He represents a potential lot of amber there. So, I'll tell you to go ahead and you'll forge.
Okay, Equidon, Puzzling Trinket, Steward, Generous Offer, Higher On, Token. Your turn.
Okay, so the only way to stop the key is with Mars. And that involves picking up the archives, which also seems less than ideal. So I think I say Starlance here. I'm gonna reap with this token.
Nathan's friend. Nathan and Nathan's friend. How dare you assume that we're friends?
I love me some passive aggressive rumbly. All right, playing some Scout Chief Cords here, making a token. We're gonna outpost this token, and we're gonna archive 2. And then we're gonna place Secure Droid, and we're gonna play another Scout Chief. And it's your turn. Drop a chain. Draw 5. Tell you to go ahead.
What's the DPS on that guy? Where'd you find that? Did you loot it, or you just found that it existed? I'll Forge. I'll say Unfathomable. I'll say it.
Yeah.
It. I'm gonna play Adult Swim.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim.
I'm gonna play this Outpost. I'm gonna gain 1, I'm gonna draw 1. I wanna play this Guilt Spine School. Make tokens. Venom. Discard Maelstrom. Your turn.
Okay. Gonna say Mars. I'm gonna use the generator to make a token. Memrox is gonna generate 5.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. I'm going to play Rebel. I'll do a damage to the Guilt Spine School. Already, Mimrox. Mimrox is going to generate another 5.
Maybe I should have played Maelstrom then. Yes. We'll see.
And then I'm going to Genetic Blast the tokens. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain, draw 2, say check with 14.
Barobner. Fire Spitter, Fingal. Grand Gourd. Get an Amber. Shocker. Fight Scare Droid. Your turn.
Forge. Okay. I think my win con is to activate Rebel. To activate Mimrox one more time. So I am going to. I'm sorry, this token should not have readied due to the Guild Spine School. I am going to say Mars. I'm going to scoop up. We're going to get the Grand Gourd and this token. Then Mimrox is going to activate for 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. And then we're going to Mark 2 generate a token. Going to take one from Pingle. And then Ironix Rebel is it doesn't gain anything by fighting, so I guess Ironix Rebel is just going to reap. And I'm going to tell you to go ahead, check with whatever that is, and draw 2.
Oh, well. I'll say unfathomable. I'm just going to play the Splendor and see if I can rip an answer, but I know you have like a lot of cards in archive. So, looking for things that answer Amber. Not that. Echo Reflector, that is a thing that answers Amber. So, let's put it in the discard pile.
This is not ready. Sorry.
I'll play Rust Miser and Reap with Guilt Spine School and Outpost Fire Spitter. Exhaust those guys. Check with 9.
I'll Forge. This deck could draw a single card. Check with 9?
Check with 9.
I'll pick up my archives.
I can't leave your archive.
Oh yeah. It's stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play Yixel the Iron Captain and capture 2 on each of them. I'll Mark 2 generate.
Yep, I didn't think about Captain.
Now I'll play Mars Needs Amber.
I was playing around Marzi's Amber.
Now I'll play Martian Revolution to lose the game. No, I'll just discard Martian.
I could have like done a damage to kill the Rebel instead of gaining an Amber. But then I'm stopped by the other Echo Reflector if you have that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't stop that. I have a hand of a bunch of Steward Suzanes.
Yeah.
Because that's how that happens.
I was trying to engineer the world's most devastating Barobnar turn.
Jeez. But it couldn't really stop a key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I am actually glad that deck won.
This one?
Yeah.
I think this one
It's
is
more
cooler
interesting.
than that one.
Yeah.
This one's got like you actually get to that deck is like you look at a checklist of the opponent's cards for plunder.
Speaking of check, it puts you in check.
Yeah. It's just like check.
Check.
Yeah. Can you stop me? Check. Can
Yep.
you stop me? Check.
That was a good game though. Good match.
Yeah. That was that. Yeah. I was like, oh no, I can't stop that. Wait, the Iron Captain.
Yeah. Clutch.
That was why I kept the Rebel alive earlier too, because it's the only other Iron X creature in the deck.
I feel like I could have killed the rebel at any point too, and
Yeah.
didn't. Oh well. Next up, do a quick little overview of this.
Let's remove it. Remove it. All right, so I am on Rocket Propelled Zelda, and you're on Slab Bulkhead. All right, so Rocket Propelled Zelda. Let's throw this up there. I didn't actually prepare for this one as much as I prepared for the first game, so we'll just we'll wing it. Fish token, awesome. Catch and release, very powerful. This deck has this is okay. So like that last deck was pipped, right? This deck is the one that has pips everywhere,
Okay.
right? We're talking Zizok with a card draw, a Vow of Blood with a damage pip and a card draw, and a Mark II generator that's got 2 damage on it. The world's best Berserker Slam that has a damage, a capture, a damage, a capture, a draw.
3 of the Caldbinders have draw card icons too.
Yes. So, well, no, it's 2 of them have draw, I believe, and one of them has a capture or damage or something, right?
Yeah.
It has the world's saddest initiation with a draw on it, but you've got Ragnarok Prep with a draw. You've got Mark II generators with a draw. You've got barehanded, and this deck actually doesn't mind barehanding its Mark II generators because they
come in ready and they have pips.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So you can strategically use barehanded on your own stuff. So this deck is awesome.
Sorcery card peeking in. No, just ignore that.
Just ignore that. That's a foot soldier. Ah!
Then we got Slab Bulkhead.
Now at this point, kind of a fan favorite for the name alone.
It's pretty cool. The Sanctum in here is the juice. This is the big juice. The membership drives, the musters, the outflanks. It does have Grumpus Token and Endless Hordes. And Grumpus Token and Endless Hordes is actually like really good because you end up cleaning up the board and then getting extra Grumpuses that just ready and do stuff with the splash damage because you'll kill stuff with splash damage and then you've got extra Grumpuses and they're ready.
Right, and you get to reap with them. So, like, depending on the size of the board, Endless Hordes with Grumpus Token is like not only kill their board but also generate like 3 amber, and that's without a Brick Nasty.
Yeah, the deck is missing like a Brick Nasty, of course, but
the Brobnar is very good.
Yeah,
the Brobnar is very good in that deck.
The Mars just kind of like makes tokens and does stuff.
And that's fine.
Cloud. It's got Ammonia Clouds and Mars and Amber. So
it's good at Slab Bulkhead is really good at just keeping stuff
keeps
off
the board
table.
clean. Yeah,
your opponent can never really build up.
Okay. Fish token. Is this our last? What tokens do we have left? We have Explorer.
So we got 2 Explorer. We got Cadet. We've got Diplomat. We've got Explorer, and we've got a Researcher.
So Berserker did not make it.
So Grumpus is the only Brobnar token that remains in the tournament.
That's wacky.
So
that's actually crazy.
Yeah. All the Prospectors are gone. All the Berserkers are gone.
The Warriors I think lasted longer than the Berserkers. Funny enough.
Yeah. But I think the decks. I think the thing about Berserker and Prospector, right, is that if you have cards that generate tokens, then they are very good.
Yeah.
However, a really good Winds of Exchange deck that has cards that don't care about the tokens or synergize better with the tokens than just straight up Berserker and Prospector, those decks are just better than like a random pile of cards with a Berserker.
I think almost none of these decks are heavily leaning on their tokens.
Yeah, if the tokens provide a decent upside if they live.
Yeah, right. Like the Researcher, we saw it work really well like one time in the last matchup. The diplomat
largely
largely
so,
irrelevant.
yeah. So I was gonna
but
say the
sometimes they're
researcher.
useful.
The researcher. There was one point in the game where the researcher archived 3 cards,
Exactly.
and it like shifted the whole tide of the game when that occurred. Right.
Now the cadet token is that's the key to that.
That is the
right?
game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cadet token, absolutely, the deck hinges on it. But the deck is so good at utilizing the cadet token, right? That's the thing about it. It's extremely good at utilizing it. Is this mulligan worthy? I think this is mulligan worthy. It's like a random mishmash of stuff that doesn't quite have synergy.
So I think this is a hand
Fair,
that looks,
better, and a
that's
wider
like
magic.
really tough to mulligan. And I'm going to show it because I am going to mulligan this hand. But it's Mariana, 2 outflanks, membership drive, and shale.
Ooh.
And this is like all my Amber control, I'm pretty sure.
For Sanctum, absolutely.
For Sanctum.
Yeah.
It does have a generator, so like I could go generator, make a token, hopefully get a token, and just like
play
membership
airlock.
driving.
Yeah.
But like I like having Mariana come down later. I think
you mulligan that.
I think I'm mulligan that. Yeah.
Like I think the capturing. Yeah. So I mean, I think there are tokens that. A lot of the sets that don't have damage pips in them, then like the 1 power tokens are a lot better,
Stick
right?
around.
They're going to hang around. I think that's kind of why, as the Vault Tour season went on, you saw more and more Winds of Exchange decks creeping in. You had like really powerful decks from older sets that hung around that they're just kind of legacy decks at this point. But I actually think that I think like Vegas, if you brought a deck that was really good at getting rid of creatures, you probably could have made top 8 because there were so many Winds of Exchange decks. I think I played against. There were 5 rounds in Vegas?
In Archon?
In Archon, yeah. And I think I played 3. So I played 3 Winds of Exchange. Because I played 1 Worlds Collide, and I played 1 AOA. And then in the top 8, I played 2 more Winds of Exchange decks. So I played against 5 Winds of Exchange decks, and I was 4-1 against them. Though my only loss being to the Berserker token. So there are tokens that are... Like, the tokens are probably good against older sets, but, like, Berserker token is just absurd. And when you've got a really good Berserker deck, then stupid stuff starts happening, right?
I'm just going to play this Light Everlasting.
Okay.
Because it's probably not going to do anything.
All right, we're going to see Unfathomable, a 0-base outpost.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of board clear. All my wins at Worlds were against WoE.
Yeah, I think that's a good like plan to have had going into Worlds too, right? It's just to be able to deal with boards, and you can do with a lot of stuff.
Play Frigorific Rod, play Kelpminder with a draw icon, draw. And I'll tell you to go ahead, and I'll draw.
Robner. Fire Spitter. Variety Scald. The Grand Gourd. The Blood of the Titans. I stay making grumpuses.
Yeah. It certainly appears to be so. Okay. I guess I have to say Mars here. I'm not crazy about it. I somehow don't have a damage pip to use the suspended animation here. I am going to put 2 Ironix Propagandas on this Kelpminder. And then I'm going to scoop up the Kelpminder and the Grand Gourd. So we'll kind of nip that in the bud. And I will draw 4 and tell you to go ahead.
Second, play Muster, Archive, Token. Play Shale. Play Mariana. I'm done.
All right, what do we got? I'm already excited. Okay, catch and release. That's how I'm going to win this game. We just got to find a catch and release.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so I am going to say Unfathomable. We're going to play Kelpminder and draw. I'm going to put Toxicutive Venom on the Kelpminder. I'm going to... Actually, I don't have to put that on there yet. That's not there yet. I'm going to catch and release.
Did you draw it?
I just drew it, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I actually, if I haven't known that, I wish I had picked up the archives, because then I would have given you back the card.
Oh, yeah,
You would have had a chance to discard it. So the Kelpminder comes back to hand. I'm going to get 2 chains. It's like the thing about I have 6 cards in here. The thing about the catch and release in this deck is it's so sick because of all the draw pips that are on your Unfathomable creatures. Okay. Yeah.
I think it's like 5 extra.
6. All right, we'll just discard these 5. Ha! Berserker Slam. Okay. But, okay, so you got a random mishmash of other stuff, so. Okay. I am going to play this Kelp Miner with a draw icon. Draw. I'll play this Kelp with a draw. And what I did there is I made sure to signal to my opponent that it just ripped the Kelp with a draw icon. This is very important for psychological games. Remember this. If you could tilt your opponent, absolutely do that. I'm going to play Fathom Reaver and make a token. I'm going to play Toxicuta Venom on Kelp. I'm going to play Initiation and draw. And unfortunately, I drew too many cards. I still have 4 cards. I still have 4 cards in hand. Yep, I drew too many. I'll make another. Get your opponent nice and on tilt. All right. Go ahead. Say check with 6. It's your turn.
Say Mars. Play Airlock. Play Mix. Play Marzian's Amber. Discard Rebel. I'm done.
All right, so we're going to Forge. No, we're not. There's actually, my keys cost too much. Did you draw one last card with Fathom Reaver? Winning the middle. All right, we're going to say Unfathomable here. I think I'm going to what's the scaling Amber control there? It does have Martyr, but does not appear to have a way to use them immediately. Mix is hexing, no Rant and Rive. Okay, so I'm going to Reap with this token. This token's going to fight Mix. Then I'm going to Hypoxia. That'll finish them off. I'm going to Frigorific Rod, the Airlock, and then I'm going to Reap 3 times. Now maybe I should leave a token around for the Fathom Reaver. I'll drop a chain, draw 1, tell you to go ahead. Check with 11.
Ammonia Clouds.
All right, Kelp is toast.
Generator, make Grumpus. Your turn.
All right, we'll Forge. Yeah, this Unfathomable in this deck is like so close to being alliance worthy just because of the pips, right?
Yeah,
like
sure.
It's the type of shit that you would see on in a J Power deck, right? Where they went like tried to find the most disgusting pips. Okay, we're gonna Vow of Blood. I'll do a damage and draw. The Vow of Blood is gonna kill. I'm gonna play Shock Herder. If I have to criticize this deck, not enough Brobnar creatures use the Shock Herder. I'm gonna Ragnarok Prep with a draw icon. So draw.
Supposed to draw that, right?
Yes. Draw this. Tokenize that. And I'll say you check with 6. It's your turn. I'll draw 2.
Fire Spitter Bumpsy.
Bumpsy. Then draw 1 less. Okay, we're going to say Mars. And I am going to play Mark II Generator with a draw icon. I am going to destroy them all, Fire Spitter and the Mark II Generator. We're going to use Mark II Generator to make a token. I'm going to play Memrox and Ironix Rebel. We're going to give Ironix Propaganda. Yeah, he's ready. We're going to give Ironix Propaganda to this Kelp Miner. Sure, why not? And then Memrox is going to action for 2 Amber. I've never used Memrox as much as I have tonight. I've never had a chance to use Memrox as many times as I have tonight. I'll say check with 8, and it's your turn. I'll draw.
Exact. Place 2 musters. Mariana. Your turn.
Yep. Okay. Oh. What if I just keep generating amber with I feel like I need to use. I gotta play around this endless horde somewhere along the way. I guess I'll say unfathomable. Kelp Minder is gonna reap. I'm gonna play Kelp and make a token. I'm gonna play Kelp Minder with a damage icon. I'll do the damage to this Colonel Mariana. I'm going to Frigorific Rod Bumpsy. I'm gonna Azure Base and Outpost this Kelp Minder. I'll exhaust Grumpuses and the Mariana that has 1 on them.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't remember it, but I did remember it.
This fish is going to fight Colonel Mariana, and he's going to take 4.
Okay.
And then this fish is going to fight a Grumpus and then finish off that Mariana. And then Fathom Reaver is just going to reap. And I'll say check with 9, and it's your turn. I will draw 1.
All right. Sanctum. Martyr of the Vault. Play 2 musters. Actually, no. Play outflank. Capture. Play 2 musters. I'm done. I will draw 1 less. For sure this time. For real this time.
Okay, I'm going to say Mars. I'm going to play a Mark II generator with 2 damage pips on it. I'm going to damage just peel off a Grumpus. Actually, I should see. I'm going to play the Zizok first that draws a card. We'll see what I draw. Okay, it's not anything that matters. Okay, so I'll play this Mark II generator. I'll do 2 damage to a Grumpus. Peel it off the table. This Grumpus. Nimrox is going to go fight the Martyr of the Vault before disaster occurs.
Yeah, Martyr mostly is a miss card, right? You have to have like activators with it.
You need Grand Melee, I think, is the best. Grey Rider being second best.
There's also
those places.
Nidapult is good.
Nidapult.
You still have to be able to run it into something.
Yeah, you need 3 things. So I think Grand Melee is probably the easiest in this set because you could like make a token from a different house and then play the Martyr, then Grand Melee. And then Greater and Nidapult are about the same from there. All right, and then Ironix Rebel is going to go fight a Grumpus token. And then just make like 2 fish. I'll make 2 fish. Yeah, so I can reshuffle. 2 fish, shuffle, and draw 1. Say check with 7.
Okay. Mars. Play Moni Clouds. Do a damage. The Kelp Minder. All the fish damage is smashing into Bumpsy.
Okay. So this Kelp Minder is alive with 4 damage.
Play Crystal Hive. Use Airlock. Play that Minder.
Alright, so I draw 1. And then this Kelp Minder's around, but everybody else is dead. This deck has 2 Rant and Rives? What the? What the hell? Yeah, offering to kill a god is really good, right? Well, that's really good because Omni, you just get to use it whenever. There's him to Duma too, right? You could even use it during another turn. I guess him to Duma, you gotta Omni the creature. That doesn't work then, right? You blow up the. Yeah, it would work. It would work. You probably would see it coming from a mile away, though. That's the problem, right? We're trying to catch our opponent off guards, unawares. Okay, so I'll forge.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Membership drive.
Maybe.
We're gonna Bumpsy, Fire Spitter, Ragnarok prep with the draw.
My,
I'm sorry, I was supposed to draw this one, then make it token. I'm going to Berserker Slam right there. He had, I don't know how much amber you would had to have this turn for me to not take it all here.
yeah.
I'm gonna press gang and make a token, an archive press gang, and then I'm gonna play Brick Nasty with 2 capture icons. So I'll say your turn. Draw 4.
Okay. Brobner. Planeless Hordes. Do a damage. To Brick Nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight Fire Spitter.
Okay, so damage. Fight
Bumpsy.
Dead. Damage.
Fight there.
Damage. You have to take 2 damage on the Vatminder.
Fight there.
Bumpsy dies.
That miner dies. Make a token. This one readies.
Okay.
And I still have one more use, I believe.
You did not fight Brick Nasty.
I have not fought Burning Nasty?
No. So one's got to go flying into Brick Nasty.
Fight Brick Nasty.
Okay. You had 1 ready, and this takes damage. Okay.
I thought I killed one with Splash. So there
You
should be
killed.
one that readies, right?
You have 1 that's ready, which you currently do. Yes.
Well, this one was ready at the start of the turn.
You should have 1 that's ready.
This one should be ready then.
Yeah.
Because that one's off Vatminder.
None of your guys could have survived.
Right. But
So-
I killed one with Splash damage, and there
Yes,
was
yeah.
6 guys,
Right.
right?
Yeah. None of the ones that fought would have survived.
And that was 5 usage. So I have 1 more usage and I'll fight Fire Spitter.
Okay.
On guard camp. I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mars. I'm gonna play Glixel Weaponsmith. I'll do a damage right there. I'm gonna suspend an animation. I'm going to put 2 Ironix Propagandas onto the Glixel Weaponsmith. To go to 6, and then I'm gonna make 2 fish. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 6. I will draw 4. So you go ahead.
Mars. Banner.
The Ironix Propagandas do a lot of work in this deck because they're like amber generation, and then you put them on some donk. You put them on some idiot that you don't want to kill, but is like enhanced, right? And it's like you got so many other. You got Celts, you got Brick Nasties, you got stuff like that that's got to die in this deck, and then you have like this guy. Hi, I'm 4 power and 1 armor, but I generate 2 tokens.
Discard Ammonia Clouds and I'll play this mix. Your turn.
All right, gonna say Gonna see Mars. Gonna reap with Weaponsmith. Yeah, we'll reap Weaponsmith. Going to make 2 fish. I'm going to scoop up. We'll get this card and this Grumpus. The membership drive Grumpus. And then I'm going to destroy them all, mix, and airlock while I'm at it. Okay. Your turn, Zajac with 9.
I die. I can outflank and light everlasting a channel. That's only 3. I didn't feel like I was in that game ever.
You ended the game with one single
I just stopped your keys a bunch, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the card's back.
I think it was the catch and release, I would say, felt pretty well timed that game.
It was pretty bad.
Felt like a pretty well timed catch and release. As a classic, I think the other game that that was how I felt against this deck when I played it last round, where I was just like, why does that deck keep taking turns where it generates amber, puts 3 dudes on the table, then answers everything that I do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That deck is rocket propelled,
Yeah.
for sure. It makes such good use of those fishes too.
No, yeah. Yeah. Well, they're just hanging around, right? You take like a Mars turn and there's like 4 fish hanging around, right?
I'll go first, I guess. Fish might be top 5 tokens. There's probably an argument for that.
Yeah. I think fish is really good against older sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many awards did this guy pop against like Worlds Collide dinosaurs, right? Fight with the fish into 1 ward, pop another ward on a bit larger dinosaur. Ooh, got a mulligan. Got a mulligan. It's like, if your opponent is removing them, depending on how they're removing them, they're also losing their own creatures, so.
I'm gonna toss it as well. Trouble, I don't know if I remember seeing you in our chat. What time is it for you right now?
It's pretty late, right?
Probably pretty late.
Well, you were at Worlds, right?
Yeah. Played on stream.
One of the Keyfrogs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Draw 6.
145. That's not too bad.
All right, yeah.
That's not.
Just being slightly degenerate. Okay, we'll start with this light everlasting again.
You gotta play other stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I'll play this Mark II generator with 2 damage on it, and then I'll make a token, and then I'm gonna give this token propaganda. The fish will now speak other fish into being. Draw 3. So
nice.
You go ahead.
I'll say Mars. I'll play Ammonia Clouds.
It's dead.
Airlock Crystal Hive. Your turn.
I'm gonna play Ragnarok Prep with the draw.
I think this deck's bad. It feels really bad against that deck because I do not have any efficiency at all.
I'm gonna bare-handed.
Okay. What order do you want these in?
Ooh.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh. I'll draw one. Go ahead.
That's fine. I'll brawl in, which I'm actually okay with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, get those out of the way.
Yeah, I'll play Bumpsy, and I'll play Unguarded Camp.
The pips in this deck, man. All right, we're gonna say Mars. I'm gonna Mark II generate. I'm gonna damage the Grumpuses. We're gonna play Zizok and draw. We're gonna play Ironix Rebel and ready Zizok. And Zizok's gonna fight Bumpsy, kill, ready, fight Bumpsy, kill, ready, and then reap. And your turn. Draw 2. Tell you to go ahead.
Mars Banner, token, Vatminder, token, Mars Amber. Yeah, Zizok's an awesome card.
Yeah. Well, especially with Rebel. Rebel makes them insane.
No one's doing anything on our channel, Wizard. What's up with that?
That's where we have put our hand out.
Anyone got Twitch Prime?
I'm going to Shock Herder Zizok into the Vatminder.
Okay. It does have 2 armor.
Sure.
There we go. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. 44 months.
I'm going to Vow of Blood. I'll damage the other Grumpus and draw, and then Vow of Blood will do its dread work.
This does not die. There's endless words for you. The only thing that had me even slightly look like I could possibly win the last game.
Yeah. And go ahead, I'll draw. It's your turn.
Sanctum. Martyr. Outflank, outflank.
It's
Membership drive. It's your turn. Stop laughing at me.
No. All right, we're gonna say unfathomable. I'm gonna discard catch and release as the first action of the turn. Alpha, discard catch and release. Clear sign of disrespect. I'm gonna play.
I'm winning the game.
Fathom Reaver and make a token. I'm gonna play Kelp, draw a card. I'm gonna play Kelp Minder and draw. I'm gonna play Initiation and draw. Despite discarding and playing 4 cards, Initiation being my 5th, I have 4 cards in my hand. I'm complaining about the card draw icons right now.
Anti-synergy.
And yeah, honestly, the deck's SAS probably tanks because of that. Just completely torpedoed. And then I'm gonna reap right here with this fish because I believe that deck can only capture.
That's true. True facts.
And I am going to draw 2. Tell you to go ahead.
Brobner. Reap. Play Hebe the Huge.
All right, Kelp, Rebel,
Fish.
everything else is going to take some damage. Have I seen the Mars Needs Amber yet?
Yes. I'll play Bumpsy.
So I lose 1.
Check with 6. Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play Rant and Rive. I'm going to play Bumpsy and make you lose 1. I'll play Fire Spitter. I'll play Brick Nasty. I am going to capture Kelp Minder, Bumpsy. And then Shock Herder. I think it just reaps. I think every amber that I create, you don't have good permanent solutions for. I'll draw 4 and tell you to go ahead.
Mars. Reap. Mix. Rebel. I just slam this mix in a brick nasty. I think I have to do that.
Yeah.
I think I have to do that. This Vatminder. I'll slam Vatminder into Fathom Reaver.
Okay.
Your turn. Yeah. I mean, I ended the last game with 0 amber, and I did generate amber during the course of that game, right?
All right. I am going to say Mars. I'm going to use the Mark II generator to create a token. I'm going to play Glixel Weaponsmith. I'm going to do a damage to the Grumpus. Zizok is going to pick up 2 Ironix Propagandas. Zizok is going to fight Bumpsy.
Oh, God.
Make 2 tokens.
Where are the damage tokens at?
They're all over the place. Got some damage tokens here. Here you go. Yeah, they're getting buried over here. Getting buried by sorcery cards.
I see.
Okay.
Readies.
Yes. And then don't quite get the chain reaction, wipe the board, and generate infinity tokens. I generate quite a few tokens though. I guess we'll go ahead and kill the Rowdy Scald. Make 2 tokens. And it is your turn. So you go ahead. Draw 3.
Tanked him. Fight Zizok. Oh, God. Get him out of here. Play Muster. Play... Aha, play Mariana.
I'm gonna say Unfathomable. I'm gonna play Frigorific Rod. I'm gonna play a Kelp Minder with a draw icon. I'm gonna play Azure Basin Outpost. I'll play this other Kelp Minder.
No draw.
No draw. Okay. This little fishy is gonna go fight here. And then deal 2 damage to Mariana. This little fishy's gonna go fight Mariana. And then 2 more from fish dying. I'm gonna discard Hypoxia. I don't think the Amber is as good. This little fishy's gonna fight there and kill Bumpsy. And then I think I just reap 3 times. Leave you with some dorks that don't care about. It's actively good for me to leave Ironix Rebel alive for your reshuffle.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, shuffle and draw 4.
All right, I'll say Brobner.
I don't know if this is a particularly bad matchup or if Slag Bulkhead got lucky to be here.
I think it's probably maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'll Berserker Slam. I think Slab Bulkhead probably has a lot of good matchups, to be fair.
Yeah, well, the double ammonia clouds.
It can clear boards, right?
Yeah.
But you draw so many extra cards.
Yeah.
That's it's kind of a problem.
Right. And you're like having to just play your cards.
I'm playing like 3 cards a turn.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not good enough.
Yeah. I think there are some Winds of Exchange decks that just have the right combination where they can just play 3 cards and something dumb is happening.
they're good cards most of the time.
All right, so I'm going to Forge.
But it's not 6 good cards.
I think I say Unfathomable again.
Sled Bulkhead get a buy. I think
I think it's 5-1, right?
Sled Bulkhead won 2 matches. I mean, and it went 5-1 in the Swiss. So
I don't think it's a bad deck.
it's definitely not a bad deck. I think it's just looking bad against this deck.
Yeah.
It's just getting kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
Zelda also won 2 matches, so
I'm gonna play Hypoxia. I'll blow up this fish. I'll do 2 damage to Krog. I think it is worth hypoxing there for the Amber. I'll play Calp and draw. I am going to Reap with Kelp Minder. Reap with the other 2 Kelp Minders. I'm going to Azure Base and Outpost the card draw Kelp Minder and tap down, and then Frigorific and get the whole board. And tell you to go ahead. So you check with 10, and I'll draw 1.
Mars. Play Ammonia Clouds. I'll do damage to Fire Spitter.
Okay. Dead. 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 Oh, yeah, JK. Dead. This is yours. Damage. 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 And your guys also take damage.
Play Generator. Genetic Blast, the Fire Spitter.
Toast.
Play Mesmerist. Your turn. Check with 7.
Okay, I'm gonna Forge. Gonna say, did you have a deck? You didn't have a deck to make a.
I didn't have a deck.
Okay. Gonna say Brobnar. Bumpsy's gonna go fight the Mesmerist. I'm gonna play Rant and Rive. I'll play this Ragnarok Prep, draw token.
No, Ragnarok Prep is so stupid.
I don't actually have more than you.
It is still really good though.
Val of Blood. Damage to... It doesn't matter. Damage to the Aha doesn't take damage, and then everything takes 2. So Aha stays alive. I didn't draw off the... Let me draw off the Val of Blood real quick. Okay. Alright, I'll say check with 6. It's your turn. Draw 1.
Bumpsy, Scald, Fire Spitter. I'm hurrying. It's not going to take much longer.
Gonna say Mars. Gonna play Mark II Generator and draw. Gonna play Zizok and draw. And I'm going to...
Crazy Bumpsy.
Scoop up. I guess we'll get Bumpsy in this token. Gonna play Memrox. Gonna Mark II Generate. Going to put Ironix Propaganda on Zizok. Going to Reap with the Weaponsmith. Gonna Mark II Generate another token. And I'll discard Suspend Animation. I'll say check with 8. And it's your turn. Draw 4.
I die. No key was forged.
I don't even get to Rant and Rive you the second time.
No, I was not getting to 8. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely embarrassed.
Yeah. Well,
As stupid as you thought somebody
that was decisive.
named Slab Bulkhead would look, that deck looked even more stupid. Absolutely clowned on.
We'll see how Zelda does against Venice 7.
The field, this deck is awesome.
It's top 4 now. It is really good.
This
It's
deck
really
is
good.
awesome. This deck reminds me of Ooze, Ewok Juniors. I said Ewok Juniors deck. Reminds me a lot of Ooze.
Well, that was pretty. These matches are pretty good. I mean, I know that was like a stomping, but that deck got to like showcase what it can do.
Oh yeah. It was
same-
a complete controller's games.
Yeah,
it was
100%
like
control the whole time.
it was a complete
I feel like it's been doing
controller's
that
games.
every matchup it's in too.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was playing it against you, you were pretty miserable.
Oh yeah, I was
Good
mad.
news, I'm playing it against you.
Oh.
when we get to the top 4. So it is. We are going to be doing another stream on Sunday. The rest of the top 8, the next 2 matches: Dicey War Master and Warness, and versus Myron Misha and San Jordan Fox versus the one who endlessly brings hyperbole.
Yeah.
I think we all know what deck's going to win that
There we go.
matchup.
Yep. The best deck in the world.
Thank you, Wizard Random. Appreciate them bits.
Appreciate that, Wizard Random.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. There is not a champion.
No, we will be. I think that's one of the first things on our docket.
The plan right now is do a Vault Masters tournament, small Vault Masters tournament, and then do a March Madness-esque bracketed thing. Either March Madness or a G1. I don't think we have to stretch that much time to where we can do a G1, so we might do March Madness like with matches, cross set, all sets involved in a 32 deck bracketed tournament. Does that sound fun to y'all for a new championship belt?
We'll use decks that haven't been champions before.
Yeah, we won't put any past champions in there, even though it is tempting to get our best decks. We'll have some returning favorites, of course, from older sets. Yeah. And then we'll have Winds of Exchange, and we'll have Grim Reminder sets in there.
Oh,
Grim Reminders decks in there.
Vault Masters as well.
And Vault Masters possibly as well.
Yeah.
So, like a Vault Masters winner, obviously that gets a spot.
That'd be cool.
That's a lot of sets in a tournament. That's a lot of variety.
Yeah.
We'll see some interactions we've never seen before.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten to do those, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So, yeah.
All the sets top 4s in a tournament, yeah, that would be cool. I know we still want to get in like Grim Reminders and Vault Masters though, right? So, because
our Grim Reminders decks seem really good, right?
They do seem good. I'll probably pull some stuff that's not in top 4s because like a top 4 of a set is not necessarily the best decks of that set. It's the best decks of that set against that set.
Yeah.
Like
Nibirius for AOA is a classic example.
It does not perform against
the
other
deck
sets.
was so fast. It's so fast and efficient, but it crumbles against other sets. Like you cast one Furnace against the deck, and it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
But in best of 3 for AOA, Nibirius is just it's too fast. So Andrus, same thing, right? Andrus was a very good Worlds Collide deck for the metagame. But like Mass Mutations is not good for Andrus. It just can't deal with all those extra enhancements. So
thanks for watching, y'all, and we'll see you again on Sunday for more.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.